Tyler is the deep man out of the eye with Hill in motion. Wendell Tyler. And there he goes. Grabbed down by Brown at midfield, and he got to about the Seattle 48-yard line. In game, welcome to the start of ours. Pittsburgh winning easily. There goes Cullen Bryant, and he's to about the 41-yard line. Brought down by Hardy and Simpson. And motion is Drew Hill. Hayden pitching back to Wendell Tyler. And Tyler's dropped at the 29-yard line. Webster made the initial hit, but there's a flag on the play.
A late
holding, number 78.
And it is 2nd and 15 from the 42. A little release to Cullen Bryant. And Hardy chasing him as he is upended at the last minute. Cornell Webster hit him after taking a little block from Drew Hill.
That was a good call by Pat. He had pretty good protection.
Hayden setting up to go deep, and way down is Drew Hill. No good. Double teamed him.
Had him open.
Brown and Cornell Webster right down there with him.
He was open. The ball was a little long, and Pat had good protection.
Is still in there with Sherman Smith, the deep man in the eye. A good block by Sherman White, and the pass is caught by Largent on a bounce. No good. Sherman Smith made a great block on Jack Youngblood. 60 yards, and he'd be kicking out of the end zone. The Rams trying to come, and Herman roots it out of there. Eddie Brown, a fair catch, lets the ball hit at the 45 and go out of bounds, where the Rams will put it in play. It's still Tyler and Bryant. Second man Tyler. And he got around Butler and goes inside the 30-yard line at the last minute, dragged down by Simpson, 20 of Seattle. It'll be Cullen Bryant with Tyler blocking on Webster, and Brown upends him inside the 25-yard line. By the way, Dave Brown, number 22, who is just getting up off the ground along with Autry Beeman.
Good pass rush.
3rd and 4 on the 24. Hayden, plenty of time. Over to the right side to Denard. He beat Brown at the 12-yard line. And the tight end on the right side, along with the wide receiver Drew Hill. And it's Tyler and Bryant. A roll by Hayden, and he throws over to Cullen Bryant, and he is knocked out of bounds at the 3-yard line by Green. So Cullen Bryant handles the pass. It'll be first, and meanwhile Jeff Rutledge, the young rookie backup quarterback, backs to Tyler and Bryant. Wendell Tyler with the block on Cornell Webster. A key block by Cullen Bryant on Cornell Webster, as Lawrence McCutcheon, he used to do those things, now only stands and waits. Rams are on the scoreboard leading the Seattle Seahawks 7-0. 1st and 10 on the Hawks 27. In motion is Largent. Dorning and Smith running behind Zorn. Play action fake. Being chased by Reynolds, and Jack Reynolds brings him down. Smith and Dorning behind Zorn. And it's a quick out, and he throws it behind Rabel, who is guarded by Osteen.
Well, what happened there? The Rams faked the dog. Zorn called an audible, and the wide receiver did not hear it.
College for Seattle. And now here's Herman Weaver kicking from his own 12. Got it away. Eddie Brown calling for a fair catch on his own 41-yard line. And that's where the Rams will put it in play. First, Wendell Tyler hit from the left side by Butler, and down he goes. Well, you can in 7 on the 44. Hayden looking to the right side, going to Drew Hill, and he's buried by Webster at the Seattle 49-yard line. 0-0. Wendell Tyler. He ran right up the back of Sammy Green, the linebacker on the left side, number 56. Slot right. Ron Smith wide left now, making his first appearance. Under a rush, and Tuiasosopo makes the sack along with Gregory, but it is Tuiasosopo out of UCLA who made the play.
And you know,
back. and Frank Manomaluega of Kansas City, a linebacker. They're all cousins of Tuiasosopo. On a bad snap, Clark gets it away. Fumble by Tony Green, loose ball, and I think the Rams have it. They did. Tony Green fumbling the punt, and the Rams recover it.
The nose.
Tyler and Bryant, and it's Wendell Tyler with a good block by Bryant, and he gets inside the 5. Bryant crushing Simpson, who came up, and on the sidelines, very happy with the turn of events. Jack Youngblood getting, and McCutcheon in motion. Play action fake to Cullen Bryant, and a pass to Charlie Young. Touchdown. Here's another look.
Yeah.
There's the fake to Cullen Bryant, and Charlie Young is going to be all alone.
The reason that fake to Bryant is so effective is that he's the guy you got to stop. He's the only back in the backfield, so you fake a 36 to him. Charlie Young delays like he's blocking.
Zorn getting pressure from Youngblood, delivers no good. Jim Youngblood broke it down. It was intended for Sherman Smith coming out of the backfield. He's standing on his 5, so he'll be kicking from the 10-yard line, and the Rams trying to come. They can't get in there, and Weaver hangs it. Eddie Brown coming over and will let the ball bounce, and it goes out of bounds inside the 45 to about the 47-yard line.
Enough, that's your best position.
And he's been 10 years out of college now and still playing. Hayden is going to scramble to the Hawk 45, and Webster drills him. Drew Hill, I believe, number 87, clipped Cornell Webster. Wendell Tyler going outside, grabbed by Webster and thrown out of bounds, but he picked up his first down. Over to the left side to Preston Denard, who goes out of bounds. 2nd and 5 from the Seattle 37. Second man, Tyler. And Tyler has the first down. Wendell's 9th carry, and what a first quarter he's had. Hayden setting up to go deep. Has time, has his man McCutcheon coming out of the backfield, and he's down at the 15-yard line with a flag on the play.
Well, look great today.
We have holding, number 78.
3rd and 8 on the Seattle 29. Hayden over the middle. He's got Ron Smith, and Beeman brings him down inside the 25-yard line.
And Pat did a good job. Seattle, enough to get some pass rush, dogged him on that play.
Corral trying to make it 17. The spot is at the 30, so it's a 40-yard field goal attempt. And it's blocked.
Boy,
So the Seahawks blocked it, and it was Dennis Boyd.
what a big play that was.
Boyd is 6'6", 255, and he 30. McCullum in a slot right inside Largent. Zorn looking at Rabel. Now throwing high, no good. Broken up, intended for Dan Dornink, and it was Jim Youngblood who broke it up. Their own 22. Hayden on first down is going to go high and deep for Denard. And Denard beating Brown, making a great reception inside the 30 at the 28-yard. Denard left. And Hayden looking over towards Denard. He's got him. Brown also has him and brings him down. Dave Brown holding on for dear life. 3rd and 9 from the 17. Hayden going deep for Drew Hill. Touchdown.
Well, again, Pat Hayden had all day to throw the ball, if we can see that again.
Los Angeles 21. And the Seattle Seahawks, hearing the boos, nada.
Break loose.
Well, there you can see that is overwhelming. First downs, the Rams, the so-called dirty dozen, 12 of them, and Seattle nothing. 6:40 to the half. Zorn looking left and threw it away.
Well,
I tell you, he was lucky to get the pass off because Eddie Brown was inside his helmet. Elvis Peacock ran into Terry Beeson. Beeson fighting off the block by Rich Saul. With a second down pitch back to Elvis Peacock, and Peacock is close to the first down. Depends now if they spot it. Denard in motion to the left. Peacock fumbled, got the bounce anyway, and a big break. He bounced it just ahead of Beeman's tackle. Hayden to Elvis Peacock, and he gets by Butler, and then they bury him at the 35-yard line. It's 3rd and inches on the 37 of the Rams. Second man, McCutcheon, and is he drilled by Terry Beeson. Is Danny Rising. And a line drive kick to Green at the 25 to the 30 to the 39-yard line.
A flag on the play.
Flag, and look who's down.
Clark is down.
The last man to walk away was Carl Eller. Let's see. Let's see if 71 comes in on the punt. Here comes 71. It's Carl Eller who got him.
A very delayed call.
2. Little swing to Peacock. Flag on the play. And Peacock dazzling as he goes all the way. Brown is chasing him in a foot race, and Peacock wins it. Now let's see if the play stands up.
Illegal motion.
No good. 58 for naught. Hayden with both backs out, throwing to Charlie Young, and Webster pushes him out of bounds on the right side, and the backs go out again. And Hayden over the middle at midfield to Lawrence McCutcheon. And, of course, that's a tip-off the yards. And that 11 straight ties a Ram record. Hayden going for 12 in a row. And he's got his man, Preston Denard, inside the 30. And I tell you what, it's going to be... Hayden on a draw. And Peacock deciding to go wide. And Butler brings him down. Doing a lot of the work up front. And Hayden has McCutcheon. And McCutcheon is to the 15-yard line, and another first down with 1 minute and 7 seconds left to the half. Beat the clock. Hayden going to put it up again. Look at all the time. No good. Intended for Charlie Young. And down there was Green along with Webster.
The Rams have 17 first downs. Seattle has 0.
That's about as one-sided a game as we've seen in a while.
Well, you can see why Seattle came into this ball game allowing 66.1%.
Wait a minute, Hayden
passes.
got hurt on that, Coach. Hayden hurt his hand, and he's on the sidelines hurt. Call with Peacock and McCutcheon behind him. He's going to roll. And Keith Pulowski hit him as he fumbled after the whistle. Rutledge into the end zone, intercepted. And Brown was able to take it away from Preston Denard. Dorn with Dornink and Smith. And it'll be Dornink, and he barely got out of the end zone. Almost a safety.
He was hit behind the line.
Jack for the home team, the Seattle Seahawks. The Rams scored on a Wendell Tyler 3-yard run. The Rams scored on a pass from Hayden to Charlie Young after a recovered Tony Green fumble on a punt. The Rams also scored on a pass from Hayden to Drew Hill, 17 yards.
I could never remember a game where the opposition didn't make at least one first down.
In fact, it's the rare thing where the first downs almost give you the score. The Rams 18, the Seahawks none, and the score is 21-0 Los Angeles. Keep the ball for a while. 1st and 10 on the 31. Zorn has Largent. And Largent is to the 41, and that looks like a first down. And wait till you hear the crowd. And it'll be Dornink getting around Dreyer, but Cromwell takes him down before he can get back to the 40-yard line.
He didn't have a chance. The Ram defense penetrated. They were right up there.
Zorn getting heat, and Fanning will sack him. Mike Fanning drops him back on the 33.
Well, that's what it's been today. The Rams fake the dog, come out of it, rush with 4. They don't have to dog. They got 4 fine rushers.
Line for the rest of the game with a bad knee. Wendell Tyler suffered rib injuries. Kent Hill suffered an injury to his arm. Zorn buying some time and scrambling, and it's incomplete.
There's a penalty on the defense That ball should have been intercepted, faking a dog again, but coming in with just a four-man rush. Now Zorn steps up away from the rush, and then rolls out to his left and hits Largent coming across underneath. That's his favorite receiver.
Clark had one block that was by Oakland, but he got it away. Tony Green at his 25 to the 30, 35, 40, out of bounds at the 41. A good individual effort by Tony Green.
Now
since Seattle moved to the AFC. 2nd and 10 from the 41. Zorn throwing low and behind Durning. Zorn's neck. Larry Brooks takes him down easily.
Wow.
Brooks came from the outside, and he was so busy handling the inside, he had a clean shot at it. 10-3, 12:26 left in the fourth quarter. Eddie Hill on the loose. Eddie Hill to the 45 and knocked out of bounds by Autry Beeman at the 49-yard line of Seattle. Here comes Peacock with Eddie Hill blocking on Webster. And he gets inside the 45. 3 on the Seattle 42. Eddie Hill, John Williams, no block on Simpson. And Simpson able to cut back on John Williams and throw the block that brings down Eddie Hill. Good play by Keith.
Yeah, that's
the job training. 3rd and 7 from the Seattle 36. And Rutledge passing off the hands of Terry Nelson.
Oh, a late flag.
I think they're going to accuse Autry Beeman of interfering with Terry Nelson. Beeman is number 27.
Yeah.
So it is 1st and 10 on the pass interference call from the 26. Eddie Hill with Hara blocking on Simpson. And Beeman finally knocks him out of bounds at the 19. Dennis Hara finally got his man. He zeroed in on Keith Simpson. And Hara knocked Simpson down, and that gave Eddie Hill the runway. But it's been a long day for him. 3rd and 4. Eddie Hill cutting back. And Hill gets down to about the yard line. And once again, Dennis Hara and Jackie Slater were pulling 60 and 78 to help Eddie Hill on his way.
Hill.
Rutledge to Peacock. And Peacock is stacked up at the 5-yard line. Among others, Pete Cronin right in the middle of it, number 57. The Rams home. Tripped up by Cronin, but he's still on his feet and throws it away, intended for Denard. The spot by Nolan Cromwell at the 13. So it's a 23-yard field goal attempt. It's up, and it is good. So Corral, who had a 40-yard field goal attempt blocked in the second quarter, comes back now on a chip shot to put the Rams out in front, 24-0. Zorn going deep, intended for Rabel. Double coverage on him as he was going down. He never had a chance. 5. Rutledge going to put it up and just flips it out to Peacock. Hara, good block for him. And there goes Peacock out across the 40. Dennis Hara does a beautiful job to open it up.
Yes, he does.
That's Peacock. It'll be McCutcheon. And a fine play made at the last moment by Dufek. He was able to take Peacock's block and still make the tackle. Doors. Eller trying to get in, and Rutledge cranking up and going deep to Denard. Broken up by Brown. They're coming. There he goes. Fourth punt coming from Herman Weaver. And going over to his left is Eddie Brown at the 41. Nolan Cromwell trips on the rug, so Brown is stacked up. No. 2nd and 5 from the 49. Play action fake, end around to Preston Denard. To the 40, and going out of bounds at about the 37. Rutledge overthrowing Eddie Hill, and Denard tried to come back for it and couldn't make it. So for Jeff Rutledge, he is 3 for 9. Here's Jeff Moore. And Moore running into Cromwell, and Nolan will bring him down with the help of Eddie Brown. Young franchise. Zorn is going to be eaten up by Dave Elmendorf on a safety blitz.
Well,
and they're just charging at will.
They can't pick that up, Ben.
One of those things for the Seahawks. And down goes Zorn again, and it is Jack Youngblood who tied him up.
Now that time they only came in with 4 men.
Nation turns out to be all Rams today. Lawrence McCutcheon around Jackie Slater's block of Pulowski, but Pulowski slowed up Slater and jammed up and turned into play. On a draw to Peacock, and there goes the Peacock.
Now that's what I think, I'm surprised Seattle hasn't been able to do. Run some draws.
5:56 left. Lawrence McCutcheon got around Gregory. Autry Beeman has him run over him, and McCutcheon picked up the first down as he just ran right over Beeman and carried him with him. Allowed their quarterback sack 9. So they were 3rd in the league. And here's another end around to Denard. Preston Denard tripped up at the last minute as he got to the 25. Kerry Justin. Here comes McCutcheon with Peacock leading the way to the 10 and down to the 6-yard line. And it's almost as if the Rams are determined that McCutcheon would score a touchdown. Going for over 490 yards. Here's Rutledge on a draw to Peacock, but it's read beautifully by Terry Beeson, who drops him in his tracks. Yep. McCutcheon down to about the 2. Come in for one last TD. McCutcheon and Peacock. And he's going to be grabbed from behind, and down he goes. And it's Terry Beeson, who's been all over the place, has swallowed him up. Back a fumble punt by Tony Green, got another touchdown. They led 21-0 at the half, got a field goal in the 3rd quarter to win it 24-0. But of course, one of the big stories, the fact that they lost Pat Hayden with a broken little finger on his right hand. But this one is history. Seattle shut out first time at home, 24-0.
14-27.